Good morning, everybody. Harvey Quinn here with another Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo series. This series is going to be a little bit different. Most players usually start over from the very beginning. This time I am going to introduce a brand new character to the game. However, I won't be introducing that character until the 1st of August. So today we're just going to give you a town tour of my very first town ever in the game, and the town is Toulouse. So right on here we have my house. It is the manor model with the chalet exterior and the ranch roof. And we have the basic green hedge around my fence. And also around my house we have a bunch of roses because red roses are my favorite flowers ever. So just have a big rose garden. These clover paths that you see are temporary. Once I create my second character, he will be in charge of holding all of the paths. That way I can use the mayor character to design patterns at the Able Sisters. So, and this is also temporary, the way my house is on the outside, because my original vision for my first town was a fairy tale theme, and I've been inactive from this town for quite a while because I've been playing this game since the first week it launched in the United States back in 2014, or 2012 I should say, sorry. And so I have made some progress in this town, but not a whole lot. When I first played in this town a couple weeks ago, the villager said it was up to 6 months or so, almost a full year since I last saw my face. So flowers and stuff were just everywhere. Thankfully, I had the beautiful town ordinance in place. So this is the main room. It's kind of random right now. I have my Eiffel Tower that I got from Gulliver that I like. A Labrador ornament that I recently got out of a fortune cookie. I've been buying fortune cookies again because I've been trying to finish collecting the hero costume set from the fortune cookies. We have Regal furniture, the bed and the bookshelf and the table. I have it customized to blue. The tablecloth on the Regal table, we have a pixel art of, or QR of Princess Aurora because she is my favorite princess. Then we have a modern cabinet that I customized to gray, and we have KK Slider's pick and Wolfgang's pick. Silver, Happy Home Academy medal, Princess Closet, blue vase, armor statue. I need to get another one for the outside of the room. Retro TV, retro stereo, classic clock, palace wall, palace tile, gorgeous chair from Gracie. And then we have a gold bug trophy and a gold fishing trophy. Over here is the kitchen area. Eventually it's going to get changed out. Every room in my house is going to have a reference to a different fairy tale. So obviously this is the first size. I haven't expanded this room. I just recently added on the room into the right side, which is currently holding the furniture and tools for my second character, so it also is not expanded. The next addition to my house is going to be my basement, which will be my dungeon area, which will be like a homage to fairy tale villains. So there'll be a lot of references down there, and I'll be able to get most of those references on Halloween with the Creepy series. But this table thing underneath the hero hat and the frog, it's like a, I forgot what it's called, but that's going in the dungeon for potions and stuff. The frog is probably going to go down there too, and everything else is going to go to my new character. Got a Triforce. The Master Sword. I've also been collecting the Modern Wood series and having it customized by Cyrus for my second character as well. It'll be a while before my second character will be able to customize it himself, so I've been collecting as much as I can and having Cyrus customize it for me. Then upstairs, it's still the first edition. It's not expanded or anything. Mostly the Gracie stuff. That is a fake Gracie pattern that I got a QR code from, and the director's chair with the same fake Gracie QR code on it. I'll see if I can find the original QR code again and link it in the description and make sure I give the artist proper credit. This is the outfit that I was going to wear for you guys. We got my thick glasses, because I wear glasses in real life. The Happy Home Academy blazer that I got, because I guess my house got over 100,000 points, mostly because of the stuff that Gulliver has sent me from his travels. I just kept it on display in my downstairs room, my main room, and that was enough to give me all the points. Then we have patch knee pants. I think these are the ones that are sold at the Able Sisters. I know Gracie has a similar pair, but they just called a different name. But I was able to order these from the catalog, so I think these are the ones from the Able Sisters, and Gracie has something a little bit different. And then I'm wearing black Argyle socks, which you can't see, and the patent white shoes, also from Gracie, I believe. But it's summertime still, and it's a little too hot, so we'll go back into our little summertime outfit. And I have the princess dresser right there, Gracie wardrobe. This room up here, it's going to be my homage to Princess Aurora, because again, she's my favorite princess. So I'm in the process of collecting Rococo furniture and having it customized to Gothic white, which is the white, how do I say this? It's white, however the fabric, it's pink. So if I get the Rococo wall on the floor and customize the candlelights and stuff, it'll also give off a pink hue to it. And I'll have the spinning wheel up there too. Yeah, that flag is temporary. Also, I'll design a new one eventually once I get my new character. I did have a path right here because it led to a cobblestone bridge, which was like right here, which was the original bridge that this town came with, but I recently demolished it to finally build the fairy tale bridge. I'm so happy. The original paths I had were yellow brick to represent the yellow brick road, and then I changed it to, I guess, like a gray cobblestone, and I didn't like that either, so I just went ahead and stuck with clovers. I've done some plot resetting as well. So yeah, the path right here is gone, and I just put flowers in its place. Eventually I'm going to have like a line of cedar trees go all along here. So these peach trees, they will no longer be here. That fountain is eventually going to get moved and put trees in its place. So let's go to the train station, start our tour from there. There's Mint. We're not going to say hi to her because I kind of need her to move. There are a handful of animals in this town that I want to move out, so I can plot reset and move other animals in. So I have the red, something new on the bulletin board, park clock, cedar trees over here. This area I have plot reset for. Oh no, my computer was trying to go to sleep on me. I'm gonna have to fix that. Keep an eye on that. Okay. This area right here is I plot set for my second character. Hopefully I'll be able to put his house here. The village, when you ever bring in a new villager, you need at least a 4x5 space or a 3x5 space to fit in a new house. So hopefully it will fit in this area. I don't care if that tree is gone, I just need it to fit on top of all of this aurora. And I filled it in a little bit to make sure that a villager doesn't move in. And then I have clovers. You'll see a lot of clover patches like this around the house, basically plotting out or eliminating any 3 by 3 space to prevent a new animal from moving in. Right now I think I have all 10 villagers that are available to me right now, so I can't get any more in unless somebody moves out. And I do have somebody moving out soon. So we have Joan selling turnips. Let's see how much they're going for today. I brought a bushel of ripe fresh turnips today. My asking price is 108 bells. What do you think, kiddo? No, that's a little too expensive. Too expensive. And then that little star thingy right down there under the tree, that is a pitfall. I have it buried in there in the back corner so they don't keep appearing all over the place. So yeah, eventually my second character's house is going to go here, and I'm going to have as much cedar trees as possible. Over here we have Punchy's house. I originally wanted to move him out. However, let's go over here and I'll explain why he's still where he is. So right here I had another villager living here, and I wanted him to move out so that way I can plot reset this area. Because I also had the water well right here, and I wanted to put the campsite right here where this house is. And I couldn't do that because the village was living here. So with the Welcome Amiibo update, you can move in villagers via Amiibo cards. So I moved in Sterling because he's a jog villager and I don't have a jog villager. And he pretty much moved in right on top of where the previous villager lived in. So the previous villager moved out at 6 a.m. when the game reset on the day he was supposed to move out. And then before I could do anything, the house plot was already there. So if you're moving out an animal, make sure to move in another animal, make sure they are where you want them. And we have a fossil. I've been having a hard time finding all 4 fossils lately in both of my towns. Mostly my second town, I have a hard time finding that 4th fossil. Excuse me. Water break. And I couldn't find the 4th one in this town yesterday, so hopefully I can find it, because if not, I'll just find it eventually. So I ended up building the campsite around here, and as you can see, we have a camper. And I'll eventually plant more cedar trees to kind of seclude it off a little bit. Maybe build a log bench public work project. Maybe I'll put a bonfire like right here where these flowers and stuff are. I'm just trying to regrow the grass that's right here. We'll go ahead and water them really quick. That yellow bench, it's going to be gone. I'll eventually tear that down and plant more cedar trees. Up here, maybe I'll put the log bench where this apple tree is if I can. But let's see who is inside, if they're awake, and they are. Okay. Let's see who it is. Oh, I think I know who this is, I just don't remember her name. Kit, that's right. Yeah, cherries, they are my native fruit. I've been planting perfect cherry trees and harvesting them so I can have them all over the place. I'm certainly going to enjoy the time I spend here. I hope to get to know each other better. So I can ask her to move in if I want to, but I kind of already have my villagers planned out. I do have more Amiibo cards coming in the mail. So once they get here, I'll move out one villager and replace it with another one. Okay. Oh, Mint, what does she want? About my hairstyle. It's never going to stick with the same style too long. How long do you think you'll go next time? I like the style that I have, so I'm going to keep it for as long as I can. Who do you think you are? Some prince in a tower waiting to be rescued? Oh, never mind me. I'll admit it. You look great with long hair, hun. I'm just jealous. Oh, I misunderstood her question. Okay. Let's not cross this bridge. Let's go to the other bridge. So there's Big Top, another villager that I need to move out. But I need him to move out on his own because you'll see why when we go down to where his house is at the bottom of the map. Okay. More paths, more roses. Roses are going to be the dominant of the town. Because I haven't been active in this game very much, I've been clearing out flowers. So pretty much every open space you can imagine was filled with flowers. And then I had to pick them all and place down clover paths. So just imagine this area filled with nothing but flowers. Any open space that you see was overcome by flowers after almost a year of inactivity. Thought that was a fossil. Okay. And we have our tree. I think it's fully grown. I think maybe it's at level 6. I don't know if it's at level 7 yet. It looks like it's fully grown because it's got the ivy coming across the tree and the trunk gets filled up the entire planter. No, don't sit down. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. End of the episode. Okay. And then I had another path down here. We have the Zen Bell. No, I didn't want to water it. Let me water these roses right here. Try and get the grass under here to grow back. So with the Zen Bell, with its location, I originally wanted this whole area right here, including on the other side of the pond, to be like a little park area. So I would have like a wooden bench here, and where the Zen Bell is, I wanted to put the instrument shelter. And what I thought the instrument shelter was, I thought it was a gazebo type structure. Because you know how some parks they have like gazebos and musicians and will set up their equipment and play music in the park. That's what I thought the instrument shelter was. Something like that. And when I actually saw what it was, I was like, oh no, I don't want that anymore. And so I'm like, we'll put a Zen Bell here and see how it looks. So we're going to keep the Zen Bell. And eventually, if I can get a snooty villager to request the tower, which looks like the Tokyo Tower, I'm going to put it around here. I am so sorry. I was going to have another villager move in here, but I put a space here for now. In case I want to put in a fourth character. Because my third character, I have already decided I'm going to put her right down here. And just have, and her name is going to be Kiki, after Kiki's delivery service. And this area is perfect because if she has a wetsuit, she can just come right out of her house here and then just jump right into the ocean. So I figured I would make this like area sort of like a Japanese fairy tale area. So definitely plant more cherry trees, perfect cherry trees, and some regular saplings for the cherry blossoms when they come in season, and then put the Tokyo Tower somewhere around here, and then maybe a Zen garden or a hot spring or something, just to pay a little homage to a Japanese fairy tale. This wind turbine will also go away. I kept having villagers move in this area where I had my orange trees planted, and they kept plotting their house right on top of my orange trees, so I built a wind turbine to help keep them from moving, and this was before I discovered the plot resetting method to get villagers to move in exactly where you want them. But no one's going to move in here because I have this path right there. They won't move in on top of that. So we have the roost, and then over here we have Big Top's house. And the reason why I need him to move out was because I gave this plot too much space. And so there are 3 spaces in between his house and Pecan's house instead of 2 spaces. So I need him to willingly move out so I can fix that before another villager moves in. And then we have Pecan's house right here. Then we have Agnes, who recently moved in from my other town. And I have another plot area in case I want a villager to move in. I just currently have it as a place to hold flowers because, like I said, my whole village was overrun with flowers. They were everywhere. What's up, Pecan? Aw, well thank you for the peach. I have a whole bunch of them. The color clashed with almost everything I own. Honey, some of your furniture clashes with everything you own. She has a garbage can in her house, and it just needs to go. Okay. Retail right there. Let me go back up. Okay. Back to where we were. So yeah, all of this was just covered in flowers. Flowers everywhere. So this is Mint's house. I was going to keep her. She is also a snooty villager. Ooh, fossil. Where's my shovel? So we're at 3. We're at 3 fossils. Yep, 3. We need 1 more. See if I can find it. I'll probably find it after the episode. I was going to keep Mint. However, I already have 1 snooty villager. And both Mint and Pecans are snooty villagers. And I already have 1. And also, the path doesn't exactly line up with... Her house doesn't exactly line up with the police station and the villager house that's right here. The modern police station, we have Copper, who is inside. And then we have Rodney's house. He's a hamster villager, and he's also smug. I didn't want him. I don't want him in my village, mostly because I don't want a house right here. I want to put more trees here. I want him to move. I want all my villagers to kind of mostly be down here with everybody else, and in other designated plot areas, mostly down here. But since Sterling moved in right where a previous villager used to live, because I brought him here via Amiibo, I don't want to take the chance of... Well, I didn't want to take the chance of moving in another villager via Amiibo, because they might put their house on top of where the previous one did, and I don't want that. So I figured, well, I can probably work around it. If I plant a couple more cedar trees in the area just to kind of divide it, because I'm going to plant another cedar tree here anyway, right here. So I can probably plant a couple more cedar trees just to kind of divide it. I can probably move in a villager that I do want here. So once I get Ed's Amiibo card, I'll move Ed back into my village, because he used to live in my village and then he moved away, and I see him in the town plaza and I want him back. So when I get his amiibo card, I'll move him where Rodney is. Then we have retail. What's on premium today? Persimmon. Okay. I also had villagers moving in like right on top of here too, and I needed them to move out as well. So if another villager wants to move in right here, they are more than welcome to, just as long as I have enough space to put in my fountain after Octavian moves out. He was already supposed to be gone. However, I made the mistake of talking to him after he told me he was moving just to confirm his moving date because I completely forgot and I didn't write it down. And then he changed his mind about not moving, so I'm like, no, I need to put my fountain here so I can demolish this one and put trees here and separate everything, because when I first played in this town, I made the mistake of following Tom Nook's advice and putting my house next to the town hall since I'm the mayor. And I really wanted my house down by the beach. So my second town, I put my house where I wanted it instead of where it was suggested. So again, planting as many cedar trees as possible, as well as other trees, to kind of divide everything off. I need to find out where my other cedar trees are and use them for references. I think it might be too low for one to grow down here. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, I think they mostly end right. Yeah, these ones are naturally placed right there. I didn't. So I think that would be the Great Divide. So plant some saplings here. Once I get that fountain demolished and Octavian moves out, so I can build in a new one. And we have Lolly. She's... Oh, she wants to talk to me. What you got for me, girl? You know how I say Lulu a lot? Do you think I should find something else to say? I think it's great. You keep it, honey. Okay, so I went into my... back to Octavian. I went into my other town as my other mayor and came to this town and talked to Octavian a little bit. And then the next day, I was talking to one of my villagers that I like, as normal, and they said that Octavian might be moving. So I'm like, what? He's gonna move again? So I go to talk to Octavian, and he didn't say anything about moving until after I went away, did something else, and then came back within his line of view. He pinged me and said he's moving again, and I said, yay! Did my little happy dance. So he's going to be moving out the first Sunday in August, which I believe is August 5th. So he'll be gone in another week. And then I can finally put more clover paths in this area, so no other animal can put their house in, as well as plot reset this area. And then we have Lolly's house right here. And then I can finally put my fountain where I want it. And then a villager can move in here if they want to. And then put some more trees to kind of divide everything up. And then Lolly, even though her house is in a bad spot, I don't want her to leave. She's been around for a while. And she's kind of one of my favorites. I have her in both of my towns, so whenever I travel back and forth between towns, I try not to talk to Lolly, because I'm afraid that if I interact with the Lolly in the other town, the game will figure out that I have two different Lollies, and one of them will move away, which has happened before in the past. So as long as the game doesn't figure anything out, we're all good. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to breed blue roses, and you do that with a purple rose and an orange rose. I also have a Jacob's ladder here to kind of help increase the chance of getting the red roses that you need these two to produce, because blue roses are one of the hardest ones to obtain if you're playing it without hacking. So according to the guide I got from Simply Press Start, after watching her Let's Play Animal Crossing videos, you need a purple flower and an orange flower, and they will produce these red hybrid flowers, which you then plant together, water them every day, and eventually you will get a blue rose. That process took her about 6 months, so I am patient. And then once you get the 2 blue roses, you'll be able to then produce more blue roses. Orange pansies, I've been trying to produce more of those for my pansy garden, for my little Wonderland section. And been trying to breed white pansies for blue ones, and then red and white lilies for pink ones, and trying to breed some red cosmos for black cosmos, but I think to get the black cosmos you need red and orange. And then red pansies just randomly. So, been using my beach to breed my flowers. Blue violets, I think you can get more blue violets from blue violets. I've been getting a whole bunch of them up by Punchy's house. Pink tulips, trying to get some more pink tulips for my Wonderland garden. Purple roses, just because I need more roses, which are going to be the main flower. Some pink cosmos. I got some red and white ones back here to try and breed more pink ones. And then a whole bunch of purple and white lilies, so eventually another blue one's going to pop up somewhere. I'm not quite sure when. But right now, we need some black cosmos, because I need more hybrid variety. Trying to get another orange one from this red and yellow one. Might not happen because I got a white one that's too close. Try and get these guys and see if they'll produce another one. I'll also see if I can separate some of the red ones from the white ones later on and see if we can get some black tulips. So basically, pretty much in Toulouse, if you're not a hybrid or a rose, you're gone. Except for the designated pansy area because of my Wonderland garden. Is that my fossil that I've been looking for? Yay! Okay. We have all 4 fossils, yay! Oh. It's 12 o'clock. So yeah, my town tune is also currently Once Upon a Dream from Sleeping Beauty. That is also temporary. I think that's the gem rock. Yep. I've been trying to keep these stashed for when Reese has the ore on premium. Okay, this is Tabby's house. Not Tabby, Tangy. The cat that looks like an orange. Let's go inside. She's another villager that I need to move out. Normally not via Amiibo, again, in fear that move on top. Oh my goodness. Okay. To south, next time you record, make sure that the computer's not going to try and go to sleep. Okay. So yeah. Her house is just in a bad spot. I need her to move out, so I'm just ignoring her. So that way I can put my Wonderland garden here. I have tulips here already. These guys are fine. They can stay where they are. if I water them enough, they'll eventually produce hybrids, so they can stay where they are. I'm going to change that because I'm afraid that is offensive. Even though it's not an official flag or anything, it looks like a flag. So we're just going to put Aurora on the ground. I was going to put the Tokyo, or the Tower Public Works project right here, just because I like the view from where it was, because you have the tower, and then you have the waterfall, and the bridge from the train. But then I decided to put the tower down by the roost area, for my little Japanese fairy tale area, and then I guess put a windmill up here and have it surrounded by tulips and as well as other flowers. So I'll put my little Wonderland garden up here and then have the windmill. And I'll also have some sweet olive bushes because they have pretty flowers on. They have pretty flowers on them, so a lot of work that still needs to be done, but I spent the last couple weeks laying down more paths and picking up flowers that are not hybrids. These guys are fine because I'm trying to get the grass here to grow back as well, and they also gave me another pink lily, so I'm happy. The paths that I'm going to have laid down are Wonderland themed paths. I don't remember if I said that or not, but once I do finally get them in after I get my other character, oh my goodness, I cannot talk anymore, and this episode is running oh so very long. I am so sorry. Just trying to give you guys a town tour. So once I get the Wonderland paths, it'll look so much better. Also, with this street light, I had 3 running down. So I had one here, one right here, and another one right here. And then my cobblestone bridge was over here. And then I had paths that were about 3 spaces wide. And then I had street lamps in the exact same spots on the opposite side. So you come in, you walk down the row of street lamps, and then you had to make a turn to get to the bridge, which was annoying. So I finally got around to building a bridge that is directly straight up or straight down from the train station. That way when any visitors come in through the train, they just follow the path down to the bridge. However, through the Dreamtown, they'll come in through the plaza, which is fine, but I'll also plant some bushes and stuff to kind of divert people from traveling through here, try and keep them as close to the path as possible, and mostly to notice this. I was going to demolish it, but I figured, hey, we'll keep it for a Narnia reference among the cedar trees, and the campsite will be secluded enough so you won't be able to see it. But let's go ahead and take a look at Main Street really quick, and then we'll go back to the plaza and end the video. So we have TNT Emporium, Able Sisters, Kicks, Post Office, Nooks Homes, Club LOL. I do have the DreamWorks, or the Dream Suite Public Work project unlocked, as well as Katrina's fortune teller shop. I just never got around to building them. So I figure we'll save the Dream Suite Public Works project towards the end of this series after we get the town looking nice and beautiful. That way you guys will finally be able to visit. And here's Sterling. He's a jog villager, and he fits in very well with the fairy tale theme, so he's not going anywhere. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and go back to the town plaza. You can see my town's history, and we'll end the video from there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry that it's so long and that I kept getting sidetracked and my computer kept doing sleepy time, sorry. So yeah, more blue violets. I get easily distracted, but yeah, we'll get better with each episode. Alright, so the next episode we'll bring in my second character and go through first time plays with him. So we're gonna go ahead and sit on the tree, take a look at our town history, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye!